And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
There we go. '56, the Mike boy. 56. Check 56.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check 99. Check 99.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Well, we see so many good battles in the NFC East, and Cowboys and Giants, they rarely disappoint. They didn't disappoint last year. Cowboys got the better of the Giants both times. Week 2, 20-13, and then in Week 17, a thriller, 36-35. That was a game where Dak Prescott threw 4 touchdown passes. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an alley to run. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Cowboys take over at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, That's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
26. 26.
On second down, Italia, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go. 480. Line 54. Line 54. Yeah. You don't want to know. Kill. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Here we go. 480. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Throw your shot. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
General West.
Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the twist. Hey, Delta. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
From the gun, Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, orbit.
To throw again, Jones. And now he'll tuck it and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. Go. Mike 5-4. I know you. Get ready.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. These two teams all tied after one.
Hang two stuff. He can't hang.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Jones. Operating from the gun. Stepping up. He'll try and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second and goal from inside the 5. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Now Jones going to throw on third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression? 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Break. There you go. Go right in. 54 Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. Check. Hot.
Here we go, 46.
Shit. Slam. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
26.
On third down, Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Always a lot of great storylines when the Giants and Cowboys get together. And, of course, one everybody was buzzing about, the great young running backs, Zeke and Saquon, who finished 1-2 in the NFL in rushing last year. And down on the field before the game, you see those guys talking. You realize how big they are. Zeke at 228 pounds, Saquon 233 pounds. A bright future in the backfield for both of these franchises. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Now Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere. He'll lose about 3 on the play. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's out right at the 25. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Thank you, Gator.
They're running it.
Bravo.
Jones throwing on first down. He's got the rookie, Darius Slayton. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
X3, 218, check it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 1, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jones now from the gun. He'll throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Prescott yet again. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now we'll hook back up downfield on second down. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for the Giants. 55 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, come on now. Watch the eye.
Blue draw quarter. Hey, wahoo!
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Greystone travel.
Not today.
Two.
From the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now Elliott, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
First down, Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Hey, kill. 47.
10th carry now for Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Right there, 54.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Cooper was the target there. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Hey!
Line 55.
Be good.
Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hey, Zoo.
55, my guy, 55. Crunch time, defense.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go, 46.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Giants 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Crouch. Hatchet. Hustle snap.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Team 6. Ready?
Jones on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The toss out to Barkley. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kareem Martin in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
55 Mike. 55.
He's back to throw. To Allen on the dump off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down.
Down. 18 Gator.
Check 55 for Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. Hey, box drop.
Hey, check right.
61, matchbox lights.
Check. Check 31.
Hey, Delta.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
15, Ronnie. 15 line.
We got to get off the field.
Hey, orbit.
They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, watch the slant.
Yeah. Go. Yo, cheetah. Fine.
Gallman will run it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Check.
6, pull it high. Now.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a big one coming now for Aldrich Rosas. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
Campaign, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.